There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again, and then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, man.
Glad to be here as always.
Lordy, lordy. Yeah, broadcasting deep between, in the basement of the Pentagon, somewhere in Cheyenne Mountain, somewhere in Area 51, maybe even in the basement of the Alamo. This is the Monday edition. August is almost over, dude. Exactly that, Recruiter Times. Holy shit sticks.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, man, because, doing these shows, you kind of like take account of your mortality. You're like, man, that's what fucking years going quick. I'm getting older. I mean, of course, hey, what's up, Brandy? Damn, long time no see. I haven't seen you in a minute. You kind of like I said, you taste your mortality because you're like, well, I mean, you're young, so but me, I'm like my 60s and 70s and shit. So it's like I gotta friggin', I gotta, once you pass 40, bro, it's just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah,
it's fast. It not only does it go fucking fast, but you're like I just said, you're just like, fuck, it's already 19 August.
Yeah,
shit. I don't want to play anymore, but you don't want to like die or something like that.
I mean, some of us might. Well, but,
well, wait. We're doing a joke already. We're doing a death joke already. Me and Massey were just talking about right before the show. Legendary TV host Phil Donahue died at 88.
He did.
Dude, he's like the OG of shit posting. I mean, he's the guy that would have a show, put a mic in your face, and then let the audience attack the fucking.
It was fantastic.
I mean, besides him and Geraldo, that's how. I mean, that's kind of like how I learned what fucking skinheads were and shit. Like, I'd get sick. I play sick in school or something like that.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
they always had skinheads or some satanic panic. Shit on there. Like,
exactly. They'd
have devil worship because of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to know, are you going to die if you're going to burn in hell because you listen to Ozzy Osbourne? And then, they'd run in the audience and the person would be up and be like, I think that Ozzy Osbourne is a bad influence. And then that would start, like you said, the satanic panic. And I just like, dude, he was 88 years old.
Yeah.
That's like a Gen X fucking, that's it. I mean, all of our icons are dying. Well, not you probably remember when you were a little bit younger too. Some Phil Donahue.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I was about, that's a good point, Recruiter Time. I was about ready to say that. It was Twitter in real life.
Yeah.
Twitter is like that anyways. Basically your platform or your account is your own little platform, and then you say something to an audience
and let them just
and everyone just fucking comes at you. Hey, well, you're right, Recruiter Times. It was Twitter in real life, because some of the takes that we've seen on Twitter and some of the people that just come out of the woodwork, you could just say, the weather is pretty gloomy today. You support Trump, you fucking MAGA motherfuckers. Oh, you support, oh, you're a libtard. Oh, rah. And people just go off on you and you're like, I just said that the weather was kind of gloomy today. That's why we started late, by the way, because Massey and I, in the areas that we were at, it was storming. So we kind of like, instead of, last time you guys saw a storm happening while we were on air and light like that, my headphones was clicking and clacking. I didn't want to sit there and have, I didn't want to sit there and get shocked. Dr. Phil wasn't the OG Phil. Exactly that. Well, Dr. Phil's kind of like, everyone is, he's the guy that wants you to sit down and be more, he would expose how your feelings are. Don't you understand that if you say that you're going to be like this, you'll think it's bad for you to have your family here and have your, because he used to, Dr. Phil too, but yeah, the OG Phil Donahue was the dude. He was the dude that fucking would bring on the most controversial fucking panelists, and people were like, "Oh my god!" This is from this is a groundbreaking TV show talk show host. Phil Donahue died on Sunday night, surrounded by his wife of 44 years, Marlo Thomas, and his sister, his children, grandchildren, and beloved golden retriever Charlie, and that was from the Donahue family. He passed away peacefully following a long illness, bro. You cannot, because then it was Phil Donahue, and then it was Oprah. Wasn't Oprah like his stand-in or something like that for one period of time? I clearly remember.
On that show specifically, I don't remember.
I don't remember if he was a stand-in or not. Dr. Phil is Mr. Mackey from South Park. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sometimes I'm okay. When you think about it, if you do it like that, you could probably imitate, Dr. Phil. But I was the original Phil. Screw you, drugs are bad. But yeah, dude, it was like he had an atheist on there that people would freak out because, like you said, the satanic panic that was back in the day. He had Madeline Murray O'Hare as his first guest. He talked about feminism, homosexuality, consumer protection. Yep. And man, all the I would say he's the OG of the talk show. Like, yeah, exactly that. Cindy, Sally Jesse Raphael, all the up and comer. He was the guy that, like Recruiter Time said, it was just like Twitter.
Yeah.
Hi, I believe in this, and then the audience attacks you.
Yep.
Phil Donahue would run over there. Hey, how come you think this is happening? Well, I think he's bad and he shouldn't be here and they don't need to be breeding anymore. And the next thing, he used to bring on racists too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He used to bring on some
100%.
the racists that you'd see coming on there. It's just like, do we want to claim fucking Geraldo and all this? Because like I said, I think I learned a lot more about skinheads and white supremacy than Geraldo.
Yeah, and he did all that while having a shitty haircut and wearing child molester glasses. It was amazing what he was able to do.
It's funny because he'll shit talk a lot of people, but then if he were to hear our podcast and he'd like, you guys, that's defamation, libel, blah, 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 slander, blah, 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 blah. You guys don't need me saying that, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to sue you, blah, 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 blah. But then when you see his tweets and you see what he's said on air, you're like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm going to say, man, didn't Maury get his ass whipped on time? No, that was Geraldo that got his ass whipped on air.
Got hit in the face with a chair.
Got hit in the face. Nose. Yeah, broke his nose, and freaking. That was when the skinheads were all like going back and forth. But Phil Donahue, man, that guy didn't give zero fucks.
Yeah, he was a ballsy dude, especially for the time period.
Right. Yeah, because you'd watch something and you're like, okay, today we're going to talk about this, and this, and right here we're going to have known atheists, blah, 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 or like you said, satanic worshipers coming on, and they'd all be like dressed in black leather and stuff like that. Yeah. And the shock that people would have, but
they usually have that, and across from them they'd have like a Southern Baptist pastor to go up and say, okay, now we had somebody in our congregation, and they did a Ouija board, and they were possessed by the devil, and it's because of people like you.
Yeah, exactly. Or they would have like fighting, they'd have like, dueling panelists and stuff. Great. That was like back in the 80s stuff. That was some great freaking TV back in the day. Cause like you saw some stuff and you're like, oh, what the fuck? that really happens? There's fucking these people that are out there, and kind of like tore open the fabric of America's societal,
pre-internet, nobody knew about that shit. Like
Right.
it would, if it didn't happen in your town, in your city,
Right.
and you didn't see it in a newspaper,
Right.
it didn't exist. Yeah.
Simon says that this is a suburban housewife entertainment
and sick kid entertainment.
and sick kid at school. Yeah, you'd be like, oh, but I guess I'm gonna watch. What's this show? Well, I guess we'll care. And exactly that, Keith. He is the reason why we have Oprah. And God, well, Oprah, man. See, that's the thing. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Kind of weird how the time has shifted, almost like Inception or Psyopception. Anyways, well. Phil Donahue broke ground in bringing bringing some of the most controversial people on, and would say the most outlandish shit that you would never think you'd ever hear on TV.
Yeah.
Now we've come for a circle war. We're now having the internet, and now we're having Twitter, and people get really fucking butthurt for what's posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
it's because we didn't know it when we were growing up.
Right.
But words have become violence. And even in the written form, they can be especially hurtful. So we have to realize that things have changed.
Right.
You can now be physically hurt by things that are typed, written, or spoken.
Yeah. You mean yes, X. Yeah, you mean X. Yeah, got it. Yes, X, Twitter, whatever. Tomato, X. I just kind of think it's funny because to me it's like saying you're Latinx.
Yeah.
If Latinx was a platform, it'd be X. There you go. Hey, Elon, I bet you if you hear this and you don't like that slur, Latinx, Twitter with an X now is like Latinx. There you go. Change it. But I'm telling you, some of the stuff that he would have, you wouldn't even imagine. Could you imagine having some of the guests that some TV shows or some podcasters would have on now? And then I'm breaking balls too, Alex. And then now you're like you said, oh no, how could you? Now it's become because we get it a lot in the inbox at WTF Moments now. Now you're peddling misinformation and disinformation, and then you're platforming people. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. It's like
while at the same time, I'm just speaking my truth. You're spreading disinformation and you're causing all the shit. I'm just speaking my truth.
Oh my God. Because, don't even get me started on that. Don't even speaking my truth shit. That's that must be an academia fucking term, because I hear it a lot too. I'm speaking my truth. That's what I understand. And here's 15 sides to the story. No matter how fucked up I am, it's not true. But and then you corroborate all the information. And oh my God. Yeah, they had Anton LaVey. Yeah. Anton Levy. That dude was the head of the Church of Satan. And like you said, the Satanic Panic. And it fucking, like I said, man, I was from growing up, kid, raised Kennedy Democrat, and you're like, oh, dude, they're talking about devil worshiping. Can you say that? Can you say you hate God on fucking TV?
Right. Yeah. Well, like you said, it really tore into the fabric too of that. The narrative, I just blanked out for the word I'm trying to use, but the whole thread of like American, we're just a Christian nation and we're this and we're that. And if you grew up in a small conservative southern town, you assume that all of America was like that. And like you see something like that, and like you can't say that
you don't believe in God. What?
Oh my God!
You're like Phil Donahue. I mean, those guys would like make
it.
Yeah, exactly. He'd have guests on there that would make death jokes of the day of respecting. There was no too soon on the Donahue show.
No,
he had exactly that. He had Louis Farrakhan. I mean, he had the most controversial people on there that today, if you were to put on a Twitter account, people would try to or put it on Facebook. They'd fucking oh no. You can't say that. Like you said, words are violence. Silence is violence. You can't say that. This is violent. And bro, you cannot. I just look back at some of the savageness that the 80s TV used to be. If you were to see some of the stuff on there, I mean, did you know you could be a Dudist priest in the Church of Judaism? Fuck, thanks, man. Thanks, Wayne. Bill and Oprah is holier than thou. Didn't she used to interview midgets who didn't want to bang who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? Bro, Oprah had her own niche as well. She had her own little type of audience for a while there. I would watch her shit, and wasn't my dad would be like, she's man bashing, and I'm like, nah. There was even comedians that used to say that. They used to say she would man bash. One comedian was like, men who breathe on the next Oprah,
Right. Well, I mean, really though, what Oprah did that was so brilliant is she basically learned how to capture all of American white women middle-aged at one time.
Yes.
Like
yes.
she became the queen of the middle-aged white woman. And it was an incredible thing to see that she was able to
she was able to grab white women together. And I mean, here, I'll have a Phil Donahue moment. She gathered enough white people more than Jesus. And she would be like, and you'd see him, you get a car, you get a car, I mean, memes have been made about Oprah when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And holy crap, that was you could do no wrong. Oprah could do no wrong. As a matter of fact, if you said anything wrong against Oprah, that was just like you said, words of violence. You couldn't say anything bad about Oprah.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
And now she owns all that land on Maui. Good for her.
Yeah, she owns all that land. Her and The Rock are fucking is like, hey, give us some money for shit that we burned down. Oh, we didn't burn it down, but I'm just saying.
They praise Jesus for natural disasters, right?
Exactly. Oh, now you want to believe in God. I was talking to the Lord the other day, and he said he wanted to give me some Lahaina. Oh, man. So, yeah, Phil Donahue, dude, rest in peace. 88 years old. I mean, like I said, groundbreaking. Yeah. Towards the end, he got a little, he got a little bit, I won't say fringe, but he got a little bit on the fringy side when it came to, like, he lost his objectivity when it came to some of the stuff. That's one thing I think people like the fact is he would be like, you really want to bleed goats on children and crucify them upside down? And then people would be like, oh, I can't believe this is on TV. And then, like you said, there'd be a Baptist minister on there going, I can't believe you're letting this guy on his panel right now, but freedom of speech. I think they were more tolerant of that. And there was, urban legend. Most people thought the kid on the Christmas Story was Phil Donahue's son. Exactly that. I mean, like you were saying, Massey, it was one of those, we didn't have the internet. We got shit posting live on a panel or tape, I should say. Phil Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo, Oprah, they were the ones that were like, whoa, can't believe you're saying this. Again, look back, just go into YouTube and just hit Phil Donahue episodes and just watch some of the shit that he would say. Is it too soon to fucking fast forward? We have people now propagating the big Mike conspiracy theory. What is that?
I haven't heard of it.
Nothing is sacred. What's the big Mike? What's the big Mike? Keith, what you talking about? What's the big Mike one? Oprah's audience reeked of Virginia Slim's red wine, Xanax, yeast infections, and disappointment. Oh man! But like you were saying, Massey, she had the audience. She was the Pied Piper of white chicks. Oh man, she was chum for fucking wine box women or box wine women.
I was gonna say that just turned up an image of her skipping through a field with a fucking box of wine and just like a trail of white women following her,
throwing fucking car keys everywhere because she was giving cars at every episode. You get a car, you get a car. It was like they're running like World War Z and shit with boxed wine in their hand. Oh God, yeah, Heath. There are some people that do act like that in the South. You have somebody that's saying something from the South and. You say, I mean, literally, it's kind of funny because they like to talk about free speech, freedom of speech, and all this other shit. But as soon as you say something like that, that's against God or against Muhammad or against Buddha or whatever, people freak the fuck out. And then you have your third party grievance individuals that will cry about it and say, Massey, you should be glad that ICE is half Mexican and he's oppressed. Your oppressive nature. I mean, even though people don't realize that I'm white too. I mean, I look obviously white, but you should be thankful. And I'm like, don't you feel oppressed? I'm like, what Latinx shit is this? What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, he also had a Klansman on the show. That's right. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to like platform somebody. Ooh, is that can I say that? I don't want to platform you. There's people out who are, you're right. You ain't lying, Alex. There's still people out there that are still racist and they're living in the 1900s on both sides of the political aisle. If you say, I think we should stop immigration, well, then who's going to pick our lettuce? It ain't coming from fucking, it ain't coming from the Republican side. Hey, I guess you're all just going to cook your own food and clean your own bathrooms. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to throw that card at me? Or hell at anybody.
Yeah. Everybody's just, they're taking the black jobs, they're taking the Latin jobs because every race has a designated set of jobs.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you're right. Race has, it seems like the liberals have grabbed every group and decided, okay, wine boxed women, I want to say wine boxed wine women, boxed wine liberal women are the arbiters of, maybe it's like freaking, Maybe that was Oprah's intent. Maybe they're Manchurian candidates. She decides to activate. She's going to say execute order 66. Maybe she's already done it. We didn't know it, and has activated the box wine liberal women that have just designated stuff because now they're the ones that are the biggest ones purveying on the mainstream media. Hey, Mexicans should be picking, roofing, and cleaning bathrooms. Blacks, they don't have any licenses. They don't know how to get licensed. They need help getting on the internet. Now that you've seen the Joe on the street shit, where you see white liberals do that shit, and they actually think that blacks do not have the ability to get internet access or have internet, driver's license.
Right.
And I'm sure my fucking haters are gonna fucking clip what I just said and say that he's racist, blah blah blah. ICE is suppressing his other half, so watch it when he decides to switch sides. What, Sith? I'm sorry. I know, Pip, you're ragging on my German side of the family that I got. That if I embrace that side, is that why Poland looks so good right now? Is that what you're saying?
Nine,
exactly. So again, people are going to get what me and Massey just said and totally blow it out of proportion. And then you have Asians that are mixed up in what is white and what is not white. When it comes to some demographics, like what I'm saying, if you're Latino and you are for voting or there is some sort of grievance, then you're a Latino. But if you commit a crime as a Latino in order to up the fucking stats on whites, then Latinos are now all of a sudden white. FBI statistics said that blah, 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 it's committed by white people. Oh, okay, well, let's break it down. Yeah, I see that. Delgado, Ramirez, Flores. Yep, they're white to me.
check.
But when it comes to you wanting to make me feel bad for, I don't know, for being what I am, then you want to come out and fucking help those last names under that guise of that.
Yeah.
Leave Poland alone. They're the Texas of Europe. I'm gonna tell you what, Poland is fucking warming the fuck up to us, man. Don't forget
they're proving all those years of jokes from the 80s just wrong.
Completely wrong. I mean, they're soft. Their interoperability with our forces doing exercises. They're like fucking. They're showing it to the world. They're fucking bad. Matter of fact, the main page posted a video of a celebration of a Russian. I guess they beat the Russians way back in some war or something like 1920s. Anyways, and they had a parade and invited us to come out, and we fucking pray. Hey, we want you to come on our streets and haul ass. And they invited the Brits, they invited us, they invited some other NATO allies, and there we got desert painted M1 Abrams hauling ass in a parade in fucking Poland. They've even offered Fort Trump. Please don't take my black retired job. David, come on, man. We family, man. I ain't taking no job, bro. Don't forget, your governor said that black people don't know what computers are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh man, so I'd say Florida. You're right. Remember the jokes we used to have about Poland?
That's what I was saying. They've rose above the jokes from the 80s and 90s. The pull-up joke.
Yeah, Can we say that? Is it because we're making fun of white people? Can we say Pollock, or is that a
Dirty dumb Pollocks? Absolutely.
You can
Yeah.
say that? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. And then you say
the dirtiest of all nationalities. Damn Pollock.
exactly. Damn, dude. Remember that when there was a joke that I remember when I was a kid, and I heard, how come the Polish Navy doesn't have submarines? It's because they put screens on the windows.
Right.
I'm like, what? And so here I'm a kid going, what does that fucking mean?
Right.
What is that?
Well, they all evolved the dumb blonde jokes, but they originated most of them as
exactly as Pollock jokes. Yeah, Polish Pollock jokes. Yeah.
How do you drown a Pollock?
Yeah,
Scratches
exactly.
the bottom of the pool. You know that?
Oh man, Twitter's gonna go nuts. They're making fun of everybody, even white people. Liberal women are gonna come out and fucking throw boxed wine at me. They talked about our god Oprah. Fort Trump, home of the Bone Spur Treatment Center. Home of the Bone Centers, the Bone Spur Center of Excellence. Oh man. Ice and I both got into fights with the same Polish guy 2 years apart. Oh, you must. Yes. It was the fight of the it was the fight of the century back in the day when I was a young buck. Actually, I wasn't a young buck. I was in my 30s at the time, and I had gotten in a fight, and somebody who just pissed me off, and everyone tolerated his bullshit, and who just happened to be Polish. And then the next thing you know, there were some fisticuffs, to where it was somebody made a joke and said it was like watching yes, I know. See, I got somebody who knows me in the chats, and he's like identifying exactly where I was. And here I'm trying to be general, and he's like, you were a staff sergeant. You were an Alpha Company, 9th Side Battalion at Fort Bragg before they changed their name, and you beat the fuck out of somebody. You was like, you were looking like fucking Beowulf on top of Grendel. Thank you. It was a fight. It was a bad fucking fight. And, Simon, I know you are too. Yeah, you got to fight too. It was the point where you just get that guy that just gets you and just pokes you and pokes you and pokes you. And everybody back in the day used to call me Angry Ken, because it'd be like, oh, you want to fight? I was like that. You want to fight about it? I was like fucking that South Park episode with fucking what's his name, Russell Crowe, fighting around the world. You want to fight about it? Anyway, hey, it's just I wasn't young. I was in my 30s, but is 30s young? But it was a pretty eventful fight, because my first sergeant was gonna he was pissed because he came back to the company, and it was thrashed. It was like their fucking pictures knocked down, plaques off the wall, blood stains on the fucking floor. I mean, it was a brutal fucking fight. And everyone's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do with my hands? Oh man. So Sydney says that the largest Polish city is 1.8 million. Chicago has 1.7. Yeah. Okay. Got to wait till the boomers over my dead body saying, shit works themselves. Yeah. It was, so yeah, and because he was also referring to some nothing to see here, First Sergeant, exactly that. It was because he was also referring to my mixed nature is what really kind of set it off. And so yeah, something about Germans and Polish bulls not getting along. I don't know what it is. Everyone's like, dude, did you just really fucking say that to him? The next thing you know, we're like, wow, it was multiple languages being threw back, because I know a little bit of Polish myself. And it was, everyone was like, what the fuck? So First Sergeant says, I don't know what happened. All he saw is Ken and this guy going back and forth. And there was multiple languages: Spanish, German, Polish, Czech, Russian, all of our languages being flung out.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, so there were the blonde jokes. Somebody said something about the, they can take all the words away except for ginger. I can't live like when it's no longer acceptable to tell my ginger son he makes me sick. My favorite. I have ginger friends. I have ginger. The gingers are cool. Can you say something about? Oh man, do you guys remember? Are you guys on a roll tonight? Love it. Oh, they appreciate it. Sprechen Sie dich. Yep. I severe had someone talk directly about you, but your face in Spanish because they thought I was white. Yes, I've had that happen. I'm sorry about that, brother. Yeah, well, you didn't know it, and show up.
I
Yes.
thought you were me. Yeah.
Oh, talking about you? No, yeah, talking about me. Yes, I've had some of my family. Like I said, if you look at me and my family, the only white people are me and my mom on the Mexican side. You know, like family picture, like, hey, who are those two white people? And that's like me and my mom, dude. Shut up, you know. Meanwhile, the whole family, the rest of the family was like Danny Trejo in the background. You know. So, anyways, yeah, I have been in situations where Spanish has been thrown my way, and I'll react, and then I'll respond immediately, and then immediately the tenor changes a little bit. What? I do my own lawns. Fuck. Okay, now I will say this: some of my white friends do ask me, and they don't mean to be offensive. Ken, what's the best way to do this for your lawn? What's the, you know what, dude? Just do this. Okay, thank you. And you don't think you're giving any fucking tips. And the next thing you know, hey man, appreciate it. You told me about this. You told me about this feed. You told me about that. And you go, hey, this is awesome. But I'll remember right now. I pay people sometimes to do my shit. But anyways, you're called passing in a biracial community. Yeah, exactly. Hey, what's up, Susan? But yeah, so yes, when I'm in my Latino element, then of course, I'm speaking Spanish. There's a lot of orale ese, mira, cabrón, blah 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 blah, going back and forth. Now when I'm in my German element, somebody heard me speaking German one time, and they're like, "What the fuck did you just say, that person?" Oh, I said, "Hey, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day." And people immediately thought I was fucking, gonna be in charge of the Eighth Reich or some shit. Can I say that now? Because I know Twitter will fucking go off and say, oh, watch out. So, what a monologue.
Nice. I enjoyed it.
But can I do roofing? Yes, I can, but my health does not allow me to participate in such roofing activities.
Roofing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, no. No, you're talking about what white people do. Roofies, not roofing is what I'm talking about.
Okay, what all white males do.
Yeah. Oh my God. My phone's gonna blow up. Fuck you, man. You're not my friend anymore. What, you make a taco joke and I can't get upset, but I can make a white joke and get pissed off? Fuck.
Yeah. Massey said that all men give women roofies.
And Ken's dyslexic ass goes, yeah, I do roofing. Oh man. Anyways, so what were we talking about today? I totally forgot about the fucking model. We were supposed to be talking about some other shit. We were talking about X. Okay, no, which one? Are you talking about which X we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the app, not my ex. Okay, got it.
We're good.
I am a divorce enthusiast. So of course, everybody knows that I have a lot of exes, side pieces, girlfriends, wives, and baby mamas. But anyways, so okay, real quick update. I know I want to bring everybody back. Bring everybody back. We have an update of what happened. We posted a bolo on the main page, and it was from a Task and Purpose, and it was a spouse that was missing in Hawaii. And let me window cap this right here. I know this was breaking news right before we went online, and I wanted to make sure we gave everybody an update so that way y'all could see what we're talking about. Window cap. So you guys remember this image here, right? And this is Misha Johnson was 6 months pregnant when she ended up missing August 1st. Now we posted this as a bolo from the local law enforcement, and again, we don't post the speculation when it comes to missing individuals, because until we hear from authorities on this, we'll shit post on other stuff, but one thing that we take seriously is bolos. Be on the lookout for missing veterans or missing family members, and we wanted to make sure that we got this right. So Misha Johnson was missing August 1st, and she was 6 months pregnant. Well, we got an update to this now, and a soldier is in custody, and he has been placed in military custody in the Misha Johnson missing persons case, and Misha Johnson's husband, Private First Class Dwayne Arthur Johnson is currently in pretrial confinement in Hawaii. 25th ID official said in a statement. While Dwayne Arthur is in pretrial requirement, he's not been charged yet. That's one thing we want to break there. So according to the UCMJ, and I think this needs to happen more anyways, pretrial confinement should only be used when necessary. I think we don't use it enough. I honestly, we like I was telling you when we had Ariana Vargas coming on and join us and tell us about her story from the domestic violence side of the house. That right there, fuck it, you fucking pretrial confinement. So the UCMJ says that pretrial confinement should only be used when necessary and can only be ordered if there's reasonable belief that an offense triable by court-martial was committed. See, here's the thing. I wish we started doing. I was speaking to somebody today about this, about JAGs and legal stuff and all that. And I even said, why is it that when it comes to certain things, back in the day when I was coming up, if you did a fucking heinous crime, then it was done by the feds, or done by CID. You were like, hey, you got arrested, blah 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 blah, and then you were handed over to military authority. Well, now it's just kind of like they don't fucking do shit. It's like they don't fucking do shit on the military side. So then you have these cases where individuals just drag it out. David Cunningham says it sounds like Scott Peterson stuff. Oh wow, you're like breaking out the old mystery stuff where Scott Peterson was given the death penalty, right? Well, I thought he got life and parole now. I can't remember. Anyway, without parole, for his wife's body being recovered. Why isn't this being handled by proper law enforcement personnel? Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. Earlier this month, CID offered a $10,000 reward for information in this case, and they're partnering with the Honolulu Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and law enforcement in the region. And CID was notified 1 August that Misha Johnson was reported missing from the Schofield Barracks, Oahu, and Hawaii. So he's speaking out on it after 20 years. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Alex, you've been in the military, right? Yeah, I know. I've been in the military, man. I know. Some of these questions I normally ask when it comes to these types of situations are kind of like a rhetorical, like what the fuck type shit. That's a lot of fucking shit that's been posted on the main page that's gotten everybody. So our efforts remained focused on locating Misha, support her family, and the safety and security of all personnel at U.S. Army Hawaii installations, and that is a current ongoing investigation. And no further information is available at this time. Officials are still encouraged with anyone with information on the case to contact Army CID. So again, there has been an arrest. I mean, he's being detained. He's in custody. So what does that mean? Is he arrested, right? I mean, that's what I would say. He's fucking in custody. Am I being detained? But in that case. So again, she was missing 1 August, and now there's her husband is in custody. So she was 6 months pregnant when she was missing at 1 August. In 1 August. During what? On 1 August? See, I'm not fucking English. Now we're talking about different languages and shit. Now my English is all fucked up again. Thanks. I got to reset the button or some shit.
Yeah.
Administrative used to be way more than it used to be versus the UCMJ. Yeah, it's fucking, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, ugh. Okay, so real quick update on the CSMs. The CSMs getting relieved. We're now at 7. Damn. 7 CSMs. Again, some of this has been brought to the attention of the media, and some of it has been not. But don't worry, we're working on that. Those stories are going to be coming out. Well, we currently have a Leos are the best, bro. We have a let me pull this out, and this is from you guys know that we posted the Memeing Eagles page, the 101st Smooth Brain Division. Our friends over at the Memeing Eagles. They're on Instagram. Make sure you share, like, and follow. They're a hilarious fucking meme page, and they're just like any other page. It starts off small, and the next thing you know, that grows because of how they work. But be careful that you don't become the villain, because then people get pissed off when you don't fucking post what you want to post. So some of the stuff that we got, we kind of glossed over it the last time because we were going CSM by CSM by CSM, and there were so many CSMs to be discussed that we didn't get too much in the details. So the reason why CSM NAP got flagged because the evidence was damning, and it turns out that the CSM at the first IO command, CSM Gerald, turned around and admitted to everything, and they both got suspended for months while they were investigated. His wife found the evidence.
Ooh.
His wife found the evidence, and so messages and stuff like that. So she was the one that reported it to the Army. Pip says, "Fire the Army."
Fire the Army.
I'm gonna say what, dude. The amount of CSMs that are getting relieved and shit. Patrick says, "Is this the DoD's version of the Vatican killing all the Knights Templars?" But it's CSMs instead. The Inquisition. What a show, the Inquisition. Oh man. 7. So now again, we're up to 7. We're still waiting on number 8. We're still waiting on number 8 to get publicized. We actually posted that CSM that got the DUI. You guys remember that? And so officers need to face the same accountability. Alex, I don't know if you've been paying attention to, I mean, and this is not a ding on you, but I don't know if you've been paying attention to WTF moments in the recent days. It was like officers getting relieved left and right. And that's why we kind of make the joke that, like the Navy, you just look at a boat wrong and you're relieved for loss of trust and confidence, man. It's like, holy shit. In your realm, Massey, and you're Coast Guard veteran. Did you see that a lot when you were in the, we say, hey, shipmates or like that, soldiers. When you served as a puddle jumper, what do you call that? What do you call a Coast Guardsman?
They use shipmate, yeah.
So the same Navy terminology, okay.
Yeah, exactly. We stole most things from the Navy except for the long deployments. So, no, like I think my whole time in, or just right at 9 years, I saw one chief get relieved because he was fucking a first class on a base where there were only 20 people and no fraternization type of deal.
Right.
And then I think both instances were that it was just fraternization or hooking up with somebody they shouldn't be on a boat or something like that, but nothing to the degree that we're seeing in the it's been happening recently.
Yeah. Okay.
That was one of those investigations.
I know Coast Guard was cleaning house after there were some hearings on the Hill lately, and they were revealing some of the stuff that was happening. And,
the big thing when I was in the big deal was like basically Congress was like took away the Coast Guard's right to spend money without approval because they were like, you guys are going so over budget and buying shit. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that anymore because we had some large vessels that they were having built that basically there wasn't any proof of concept agreement where it's like, hey, we're paying this up front, and then when you deliver, we pay the other part,
right.
Whatever, like contract. They were like, oh yeah, that looks good. That rendering you have on that fucking computer screen, we'll take 6 of those. So here's this much, whatever. And then they just, it kept going over budget. So that was a big deal with Congress back when, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I was wondering, cause like I said, you see it in the Navy all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it's legit. I mean, like a sub, you kind of got to pay attention to some of that stuff. I mean, if you're a skipper of a sub and you bump into a fucking, you break water underneath a fucking fishing boat, then
right.
You got to kind of kill some people. Yeah, I can see that
for sure.
Or the same thing with, again, I don't know what loss of trust and confidence for the Navy goes, but I know for the Army, they fucking, that's what it is. That's the details of most of these events. They're fucking, the way it looks like it's like a fucking, I would almost say, like I said, it's like a fucking swingers party. At the 101st, everybody, it created a climate and it created an environment to where everyone just decided to fuck everybody. And now that
which is every Navy boat that exists. So that
well, I mean, the Army's like, yeah, but the Army, I mean, you're not supposed to be fucking your troops. You know what I mean?
Right.
And lately, the Army's got a spate of that. And mind you, this is just CSMs. We talked about this before. We talked about CSMs going down. Well, that's a bad term. Anyway, CSMs getting relieved, but there's also stuff in RSOF that's happening that we're tracking as well that maybe not. We'll see it in the news. Maybe after this this 7th CSM gets talked about. You can't promote people. This right here, just again, we're gonna post updates on this one. This CSM or this SGM is out of Fort Moore. This is number 7, and there it is right here. And this is on a JagNet, so it's a public record. You want to see what that is? You can go look it up, and there you go. Go to JagNet and just look up Sergeant Major Rubio. So there you go. Man, CSMs, man. E9s are just, I don't want to say this is a terminology, but due to the fact of what they're getting busted for, you can't say CSMs are going down. E9s are going down. Because people get like, damn, dude. No pun, right?
And it's funny, like I saw a few things like that while I was in with Coast Guard, but it was all with like low grade enlisted. Like I know a handful of like, groups of E4s, E5s that got busted for big sex parties and shit, and putting videos out and things like that. Like that was happened a couple times, but no higher ranking folks ever involved.
Right. Yeah. Well, again, I just want to give credit to our favorite pages, our mill meme pages that handles the 101st Smooth Brain Division, Memeing Eagles. For all that shit. And so, like I said, that was the update that I want to talk about. The Knapp and Gerald reliefs is that the wife found out and revealed all the stuff to investigators, and he also admitted everything too. So,
yeah,
damn.
Yeah, I call my left hand Master Chief, my right hand fucking Staff Sergeant. So that's
what.
Whenever I want to relieve myself of duty.
Yeah. 128 Bravo is domestic violence. That's right. So, yeah, dude, it's it's bad. So we'll more follow-ups to what's happening right now. We're gonna take a break right quick because now we talked like languages and Polish jokes and Donahue for already an hour. We're already at the break. We're ready to hit the brakes.
And then just to clarify, I wasn't making a domestic violence joke. I was making an ambidextrous jerk off joke. So anyway, yeah, we can go on break.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, you're like.
I just wanted to clarify.
Didn't you win the Fist of Fury fucking masturbating championship back in fucking Okinawa or something like that? Or they call that the Trump fucking. They call it the skeet.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man! All right.
Call it the two feathers, one bird. That's what I like to call it.
We're gonna go on break.
All right.
Please don't cancel us. We'll be right back. Shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
All you Trekkies and TV addicts, don't mean to this, don't mean to bring static. All you Klingons in your grandma's house, grab your backstreet friend and get loud, blowing doors off inches, grab you with the pinches. And no, I didn't retire, I'll snatch you off with the needle nose pliers. Vikings will overhaul with the evil you never seen before. Gliding in the glazing like gold green, like a racing with the face, so not goofy like they're in a haste. So I'm a pop making your night with practice me running that you know. All right. We'll drive our ships to new land. Fight the home, singing. We're working on the record, just think shit. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out. Now I go by the name of the King and Rock. I don't wear a cup nor a drop. I bring the that's beyond bizarre, like Miss Piggy. I am the one with the clientele. You say at rock, you rock so well. I got class like pink champagne. Let's see, ain't got the microphone, the mic goes stale.
Facebook Live. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Yeah, pretty good opening sequence, pretty good monologue, and I'm gonna say it was. Hey, appreciate everyone's patience, and I know we got some posting some stuff. So real quick, there was a post at U.S. Army WTF Moments at the main page, kind of caused some fucking controversy. Got people a little bit butthurt and pissed off.
Oh,
and people were like really fucking mad, and some of the comments that there were you would think that you would have leaders like, yeah, motherfucker, you need to get in uniform. Well, there was a picture that we took and posted. An individual walks into a fucking full food court and just decides to walk in, and there you go. Just is walking in, just whatever.
Yeah.
So we got the details from it. And apparently this individual was walking in the food court for like almost 45 minutes. So finally somebody said had enough and said, dude, what the fuck you doing out of fucking uniform?
Right.
Now, the off-post shit, I got a good conversation with my friend. One of my good friends, senior NCO, he's a sergeant major out of Fort Carson. And he and I were talking about some of the stuff too. And back and forth, like for instance, like if you were at the USO or you were at the bowling alley, and you wanted to take your uniform off because you're not fucking, you're bowling right quick during lunch. I've seen it. I could kind of see that barely, I could kind of see. Off post, man, you repping that left name tape, and you got that little American flag on your arm. People are going to look at you and say, that's how fucking soldiers look. Soldiers are shitbags. That's off post. But to do it on post, that's like, you were talking about pissing off the Pope. That's like walking up to a fucking general and knocking off his patrol cap and saying, what? Who cares? Whatever,
whatever.
Whatever. And immediately posted, when it posted, I just saw the comments and I was like, what the fuck? People are defending this shit. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he was having an situation where he was not doing good. Or maybe... you don't know what he's doing. He could be a Miltech guy. I mean, the excuses were flying the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. All I know is when I was in the military, if you're having a bad day, to getting out of uniform was perfectly fucking acceptable. That was, that's like the first thing you do. Oh man, my supervisor's being mean.
My supervisor's being mean. So now I'm going to take my top off because I had a bad day. Walk through a full fucking food court. Right. Where there's so many fucking soldiers looking around. Could you imagine? I mean, I know in certain locales, if you walked like that in a place, and people would be like, oh, what are you doing? You want to talk about clutching pearls?
Yeah.
Gary said maybe he was asking for an ass chewing.
Yeah.
So we posted. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, see, so we posted that, and immediately people ran to the fucking defense, and people were freaking the fuck out and getting mad and yada yada yada, and so you don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm having a bad day. I wonder how I can make it worse. Exactly that. Look, man, you cannot fucking tell me at all that's there's no excuse. Look, I've had bad days too. I've had days where dude, I just don't fucking feel it. I want to beat the fuck out of my company commander because I like to fight. Fighting around the world. Or hear me out. Exactly that. Maybe hear me out. Maybe he's an actual shitbag. And I'm gonna tell you what, we got so much. We got more whataboutisms than you could possibly imagine. And it says, well, how come you only post You only post this guy. I was like, hey, whoa, hang on. We posted another guy too for his fucked up hair. Oh man, it ate fucking dude. I saw The Fifth Element. That's a good cut, but you can't have it like that in uniform. And people were like fucking getting mad because it was posted. Well, somebody said in the comments, man said, let me get the highest and tightest thing you got. The most highest high and tight you can get.
Yeah, believe it, real loose in the middle.
Just a matter of fact, just pull the hair up in the middle and just shave around. So many individuals came at us, hate mail. Oh, you guys are attacking these fucking dudes and blah, 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 blah. How come you don't go after other people? Well, okay, fine. We went after fucking other people. We went after the combat mullet. People were just like, what are you doing? Hey, how is it that U.S. Army WTF moments that is, I don't know, it's even in the fucking title. WTF moment. We've even moved away a little bit from our format to highlight people, to show off, everybody re-enlisting and posting some of our troops for photos of the week. The title though still is the title is still WTF moments. So if you're looking like Patrick Mahomes in fucking uniform, you don't think we're gonna get called out? And the thing is that we have soldiers here that you don't understand that you could do this and you're bullying them and all that, bro. We even get it from some of the other pages too. You guys are bullying these individuals, and you could drive this individual to this. Let me look at your page. Let me see your. Go ahead.
If you were bullying him, you'd be showing the faces and name tapes.
Right.
The only person that knows who they are is either their friends or them.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Matter of fact, we even fucking we're even so savage. We even bust out dogs. What's up with that? We heard this dog though has got the highest morale in his company. So he went to green to gold, got a battlefield commission. So again, the fucking what about to whatever is fucking hilarious, and we to the point to where all you guys do is post this is U.S. Army WTF moments. This shit's gonna get fucking highlighted. WTF moments is in the fucking title. This is the reason. Look, if you're coming to a fucking Facebook page already that's run by, well, there's only now 2 retired people on the team, but then at that point you're kind of fucking you're kind of like it's one of those arguments where why are you even arguing about it? You should be yourself as a leader going, fuck, that was my fucking troop.
Yeah.
Or fuck, that's me. I look like fucking ass. I look, man, like, they say the camera adds about, several pounds. So again, now here's the thing. I'll admit it right now. On air. I'm not going to be in the post, but it's on air. I did a little test. I did a test. Okay. I tested this theory. And that theory was that, when we post a chick, woman soldier, female soldier, chick, whatever, veteran, whatever, woman on the TL, when we post shit like this, we get so much the comments in there, to the point to where people are in our inbox saying the comments are out of control.
Yeah.
And personally, I think that Sunlight's the best disinfectant. So let them shitbags fucking post whatever they want to fucking post about their teammates. But we posted some shit. We post women soldiers. As a matter of fact, if you look back a few years, you could see that we've posted women soldiers doing stuff. We even had fucking post that shit up. And immediately the comments are, this is why we're going to lose the next war. This is why women shouldn't be in the military. When we post women shit, when we post women, when we post that, when we post their fucking, to the point where we're like, man, we're just going to fucking post everybody now. Fuck you. You guys are getting upset. What about women? Have you not seen that was the biggest drama that was during the 2015, 2017 series of WTF moments? We posted women soldiers too, and as well as guys, and we got so much fucking shit. We got enough to the point to where I look, wrong is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong is fucking wrong. If you're going to fucking sit there and say that person should not be getting a fucking haircut and blah, 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 then how come you don't post women? Well, guess what? We didn't post fucking women.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
How dare you assume that gender identity?
How dare you fucking make that on the spot correction right there again from a Facebook page?
Oh, God.
Even to the point where we even said, 3 different guidances. We posted saying, hey, what the fuck's up with this? Oh my God, women shouldn't be in the service. Blah, blah. Oh man, hair's too long. Blah, blah, blah. I would have corrected that motherfucker. Blah, 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 blah. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. You know who gives us? I'm gonna tell you what. The biggest haters when it comes to women hairstyles is other women. They are savage with each other when it comes to their hairstyles. So again, I asked, when we posted something like this, the immediately women suck. Women shouldn't be in the military. Women blah 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 blah. This is why women shouldn't serve. But as soon as we post a guy, it immediately is, well, maybe he was having a bad day.
Yeah.
Or do you understand that this is not a big deal? Right. Well, why don't you just pick a year? To the point too where we said, fuck you guys. We posted more women. We posted, matter of fact, not only did we post more women, we posted more women in the photos of the week kicking ass. So again, why is it? And I'll say it. I mean, fuck it. It's been on the tip of my tongue for a while. Yeah, exactly that. They think they're better than fucking women. Dude, these guys are your daughters, your moms, sisters, aunts, some grandmas out there doing this. I just get blown the fuck away that we posted pics like this. I mean, these gals are getting it. They're fucking doing their combat braids. Their fucking artillerists are out there, boom, boom, kicking ass.
Yeah.
Who can resist a curvy Latina comment was a real comment? Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, so spare me the fucking bullshit. When we post something about a guy, it's not a big fucking deal. But then when we post something about a woman, all of a sudden she needs to get the fuck out of the army, or the standards have dropped.
Yeah.
So, and I guarantee it, the person that sent this to us, that picture, I'll go back to the original post. I guarantee it. That individual, I bet you, has a Facebook account and has probably been commenting on some of the posts that we've had about women in the military. I'm willing to bet you. It's always the guys that walk around fucking an installation looking like fucking this. Hang on, let me put that picture back up there. It's always the guys that end up walking around posts looking like this are the ones that are the biggest shit talkers about women in the military.
Yeah. I'm judging him more for that shitty tattoo on his arm than his lack of a fucking blouse.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, man, fuck, miss me with all that fucking bullshit. I myself commented under that pic because I watched all the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fuck, you guys are dicks. You guys are literally fucking, well, you don't post it about women. Fucking dude, shut the fuck up. You don't post. A non-commissioned officer is a non-commissioned officer. Make that fucking correction. And God, man, if that dude was a fucking non-commissioned officer, hey, Sarnt, you fucking up.
Yeah.
I quote myself in the post, reading the comments, seeing those making excuses is funny as all hell. But God forbid we post a woman soldier like this, and the same ones excusing this would cry like babies with, quote, we're going to lose the next war. Or women ruin the army. Wrong is wrong. In a food court full of NCOs just letting this happen, this is not a fucking soldier problem. This is an NCO problem. And if you're a fucking NCO that does this shit, it's on you as well. Yeah, we got caught. We got fucking... you guys are keyboard warriors. Are you even in the military?
Why do you even bother taking his cover off?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Jesus.
All the comments that came out of it, I'm just... Again, I just laugh and I'm like, are you fucking really going to fucking protect this guy? Yeah, don't let Sarmy the Army Chandler see that tattoo. Are we really going to fucking defend this shit? Dude, this is... You might as well fucking... Fuck it. Fuck it, Sarnt. Just walk around with no uniform top on. Go ahead. Just fucking... Whatever. Do what the fuck you want. Proper wearing of the uniform is an individual responsibility. Also, morals fall in this as well. Pride in wearing the uniform goes a long way, regardless of the gender. That's right. $50 says that if you were female, we wouldn't have posted it at all. And I responded with, feel free to search our photos. This is your homework assignment. Get to it. Is there any legitimate context that would justify this? No. People clutching pearls, man. People are clutching the fucking pearls.
Yep.
Someone says, hey, you mean like the time we posted a kid standing in line and a Marine sticker in his bag and a shaved head, and you posted him like everyone said, look, you could ridicule him? But the guy that was running with a treadmill holding a press bar like a rifle, like you just know, like training. Look, again, all of a sudden my vagina. I've been following you guys. This is somebody telling me. I've been following you guys since 2012, and trust me, I've done plenty of homework. 90% of the time you guys call out actual issues, but the other 10% is just as bad as the toxicity you post. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I respond. Looking to see where the name WTF Moments was lost in the meaning of the name with you. Also, pretty sure we shared some of our memes, but you've shared some of our memes, but then all of a sudden you clutching pearls? Shit. I like all the comments. This is a shit show. This show's a shit show. I feel like, our policy is that we don't ever reveal inbox conversations, but I'm guaranteeing that the individuals that say that our page is fucked up, first off, you can unfollow the motherfucker. And second, I guarantee you are probably in our inbox in the history, almost 15-year history of U.S. Army WTF Moments. And I guarantee it, you're probably in it asking for some help. I love to see the correction if he was in the Marines. They don't play that shit. Dude, oh my God. It's almost like Marines all want to be like DIs again, or so, they want to be like DIs every time you see. Hell, even Navy Chiefs fucking will surround somebody with a fucked up uniform. I've seen that happen. Yep. I've seen Navy Chiefs. I've seen gunnies. I've seen them. Hell, I've even seen Air Force guys make corrections. But yet you're going to sit there and try to, fucking proselytize to me. Oh, fucking, you guys are shitbags. This page has got such a shit show. Then why do you fucking follow it?
Yep.
Why are you even tuning in? Oh man, all of a sudden the page fucking shit just like they still miss me on X. That's where we both met. Yep. Well, I mean, I'm still on X. What are you talking about? I'm not gone. I'm not gone anywhere from X. But yeah, dude. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You're damned if you want to help the soldiers and spot something, which is part of WTF Moments anyways. What the fuck? You think we're just going to fucking call the senior leaders out and have you run around? Same conversation with my friend who's a SAR major at Fort Carson. We even said, we were going back and forth. You know what? What if you don't have toxic leaders, but you're a toxic soldier?
Mm-hmm.
What if you're toxic? Nothing ever fucking pleases you and everything's fucking bad. I learned in 20 years, if you walk around super fucked up, people just expect that there's a legit reason and no one questions you. Huh? Well, that's a point. That's a point. That's a point, but walking around with no top on? Yeah. I've seen soft shoe profiles. That's the thing too. We get the soft shoe profile pics. People running around in Crocs or people running around in tennis shoes. And I've seen that. And that's because, like, for instance, individuals who've broken their feet, got ingrown toenail surgery, busted like that, or they got, they had to get corns removed and stuff like that. They got to wear a soft shoe profile. It's a 50-50. The soldier's fucking wrong, or they legit had something like that. But not in a fucking food court, not with the fucking top off. No fucking excuse. On post. Yes, but we're fucked up. Richard Branco says, who gives a fuck? Damn, Branco. Haven't you followed us for a while? Who gives a fuck? We give a fuck. Damn.
Dude, I legit worked with a guy and he ate himself out of the military. He didn't want to be in anymore. And he figured that was the easiest way to get out. In his last month he was in, he was too big to fit in any uniform size that they made. He was everywhere in sweats and t-shirts, branded stuff. But like, if we go everywhere, he got his ass chewed all the time. But the dude put on, I shit you not, 200 pounds in 3 months. I didn't think it was possible. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in a bad way.
Oh my God. So you didn't even have to go to some fucking official pages to see some shit about soldiers being fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You fucking got some like hormonal issues or something like that. Or you got
some, no, he wanted out.
That's what I'm saying. But that's a small percentage, far and few.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've seen, straight up, man. Oh my fucking God. But yeah, don't miss me with that bullshit with this fucking, how are you fucking gonna post this picture? You got a guy no top. How come you don't post women? This page sucks. Well, then unfollow. See you. We don't want to be you. It's funny. It's just funny.
What if the top had bees?
What if the top had bees? Yeah. There's even civilians that have said, hey, man, you shouldn't be in uniform, man. You need to correct your uniform. Yeah, I can kind of go like somebody sent in a picture like, hey, look at these soldiers not wearing headgear. Hey, at least they got their tops on. Baby steps, man. At least baby steps. Now, I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, some people take a on-the-spot correction personally. I know we're talking sergeant's time shit right now, but still. We're supposed to be talking about the Democratic National Convention. Have you seen that fucking dumpster fire? Oh, shit. Oh, man. It was, it's fucking pretty. Look at this. Okay, so two stories, two topics we're going to cover. If it was a female soldier, then everyone would bitch about sexism and shit. Yeah, and that's another thing, too. You're right, Pip. Some guys are afraid of making an on-spot correction because they are saying that they're afraid of getting sharped or getting afraid of EO. Look, if someone's running around with fucking purple hair or bright red hair or without a fucking top, and it doesn't matter what race they are or what rank it is, and you say, hey, you need to get your top, you need to go back to your vehicle and get your top on, man. You know you're not supposed to be like this. How hard is that? There's nothing EO or shot from behind it.
Yeah, unless you throw on, by the way, nice tits. Then there's an issue.
Yes, exactly that. Or you talk about somebody's race that way. Well, that's all you all want to wear, huh? That's how you want to be, huh? And then next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Problem.
Yeah, what do you mean, y'all? What do you mean, you know? Okay, so real quick. Here's a real quick news story. I didn't know that this was happening. And apparently it was a big event. I noticed, you know, I said I sold one of my Harleys, and so now, you know, looking for another bike, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get another bike. I'm something I want, looking around, and then I started looking on the web about some shit going on with Harley Davidson, and I saw a dude get his Harley Davidson, put it like downrange from a range, and he lights it up with 50 cals, miniguns. I'm just shoots the fuck out of his Harley Davidson. Well, it turns out that Harley Davidson went all fucking like started talking about changing their ways, how they do their bikes, how they started talking about their new business model and their DEI stuff and sponsorships and affiliations. And they pretty much like glammed, no, it wasn't Kid Rock. I'm trying to remember who it was. They pretty much, you know, they're like some of the comments that I saw was Harley Davidson is trying to go glam it up, which is another way of saying, you know, gay. Harley Davidson is going LGBT, blah, blah, blah. They have an electric bike. You know, hey, look, that Livewire bike, I saw it in real life, and I got to test ride that thing. That sounds like a fucking speeder bike from Star Wars.
Yeah.
That thing, it sounds all, it's little zippy little thing. That's cool to have, but it's not, you know, a Harley. I mean, it's a Harley, but it's not, you're not getting shook. You're not, you know, you're smelling the pipes and all that. So at any rate, people on the net freaking started blowing up their bikes, started covering up anything that had to do with the emblem. And so they're like, hey, we understand our commitment, blah, blah. We were saddened by the negativity, and this is the second paragraph. Negativity on social media over the last weeks. I didn't even know. See, last weeks, I didn't realize it was happening last week. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty savvy on the up and up about news and stuff, but I didn't know that Harley this was happening to Harley. So as of today, they're not going to fucking they're not going to have diversity spending goals. They're not going to have they're removing, they do not have a DEI function today.
Yeah.
They are like, if it's not Harley, if it doesn't go for room, yeah, exactly. If it doesn't do that, potato. Yeah, dude. So it's like, I'm like, kind of like, man, I don't want to drop that. What's that quote? Go broke stuff. Cause I don't like that term, guys.
Well, in all fairness, though, Harley's been on the ropes a little bit the last few years. Like Indian's been taking a bigger and bigger share. You got a lot of Harley guys that have been kind of dumping the brand for Indian and some other shit. So it's just another step on their decline, really.
Well, I mean, employee training, they continue to evaluate the opportunities, blah, blah, blah. Right. I mean, some of the stuff that they got posted, action stemming from the ongoing review. All sponsorship activities will now be centrally approved and manage efforts throughout the company. So I guess they had a pride thing or something like that. They must have like had a pride line or Pride something. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I like I said, I thought I was savvy on the webs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was savvy on the webs. So I will say this, of the Harleys that I've owned, never had any complaints, but they will go back to, if it doesn't say gay, then when it drives, then it's not a real Harley. So when you're driving out, if you're driving by, it goes, hey, or something like that. That's what you're saying. So they're not going to do any of that scoring shit that they were talking about. They're going to go back to the way they used to be and talking about first responders, motorcycling, and active duty and military, the active military and the veterans. They're not going to have any more of their training that talks about all the diversity stuff and all that. I didn't know that Harley had such an issue.
Yeah. No idea.
I didn't know either. I damn. And then someone said, hey, this bullshit with fucking Harley Davidson. I'm like, bullshit with Harley Davidson? What happened? Who did? I thought somebody did something to Harley Davidson until I saw the post about it. And oh man, this fucking dude fucking starts slamming his bike and this shit's gone woke. And I'm like, god damn. I wish I wish the term woke was different because I don't know. I don't like that term. Harley's problem is pricing. People just not wanting to pay $20,000 to $40,000 just for a motorcycle. Right. Well, if you're like a divorce enthusiast myself, Simon, it don't matter, right? I mean, since you remember me back in the day, I used to have a bike for every day of the week, so except Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, it's just like fucking videos of people just going nuts. Like I said, I saw the video of the guy going blowing up the fucking bike with a minigun, and I'm just like, oh shit. So everyone's saying it caved. Did it not cave? I don't know. I don't know if it caved or not. So. Let's go ahead and let's check out to see how the Democratic National Convention is happening. See what's going on, and we can move on over to it's incorrect. You are awake, not woke. Ooh, damn. Susan just dropping the friggin' the linguistics. One of my friends, Julio Rosas. Decided to let's see what's going on in the show. Let's see right here. There we go. Julio Rosas, intrepid reporter. Anytime there's riot season, he's always there. It seems like.
Absolutely.
And so this is the security fences to prevent Chicago police from fixing the breaches. They're like right there, man. They're Democratic National Convention day one is going off with a hitch.
Fantastic.
I love it. I mean, come on, letting people exercise their First Amendment rights. Yeah. And
that reminds me of like when you're kids and like one of your siblings is trying to get out of the car and you keep fucking closing the door back on them again every time they try to get out. That's what that video reminded me of. Like, just let me put the fence back up. Quit pushing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm telling mom.
Exactly, it's too hot, too damn hot for the mask. Yeah. So here's a guy right here who as Julio posted that an arrestee yells the police were hurting him and they made him shit his pants. Ooh, let me see if there's any sound of that.
What the fuck did I do?
Could you imagine?
Yeah. I shit my pants regularly. I wouldn't need the police hurting me to do it.
I'm old. I can't trust a fart. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
There's no doubt about that. If I feel the rumbling, I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Just like 2 days ago, I was in my front porch smoking a cigarette and was like, oh God, nope.
You had a jumper in the door.
no police were there, you know.
Oh man! So here's another image. This was 5 hours ago. Yeah, this is 5 hours ago. But anyways, let me see. There we go. Hey, duty calls. That's right, Josiah. So just showing everybody what's going on, and then yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So a lot of Palestinian flags going up. So
yeah.
What's up with that?
I was just wondering, like, this is a DNC protest. Why are I was very, very confused.
Democratic Hezbollah convention or Hamas convention or something like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, we have like blabbed a lot. We're already fucking time passed. This is fucking, dude. I'm sorry. Appreciate you making me laugh.
Yeah, man. I do what I can.
Yeah, exactly. This is of course. So this is the Monday edition, and again, God, bringing you all the news, comments, and discussion. I'm sorry we had a little bit of Sergeant's time get thrown in there, but right here you'll notice our updated graphic. Look at that. That's updated now, baby. Today's Monday edition, of course, with myself and a Massey. Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior with Michael Carrasquillo, and of course as CQ and all the angries that he has for angry guests. On Tuesdays, Angry Elf, or show co-host, I should say, or Mad Mike, the Sorens on Wednesday for the Smoke Pit. Of course, my illustrious Team Sorens, Radar, and TZ. I'm reading something. I didn't forget their name. Shut up. Dude, are you okay? Did you have a Biden brain lock? No, I did not. Reading something. TZ, and of course, Radar, the Sorens at the Smoke Pit. And then, of course, Sergeant's Time with myself and, of course, my gunna Spanky. And then you notice we got a little Friday, Saturday, little gaming stuff in there. You have the occasional FTX, which what CQ was playing last week. And then, of course, weekend co-ops with Nemo and the gamers at WTF Nation Gaming. And, of course, his, I think he broadcasted, who did he broadcast this time? I think he was playing, he had an organization, a veterans organization that he was gaming with. And he was gaming with a Warrior, a GMR, Gamer Foundation. And so maybe, I think they were shooting the shit and talking about all that stuff. So good stuff. And then, of course, Sunday with the sports bar with the actual King Smith. And what do you hear? What do you say? The coach. And then back to Monday. Right here with myself and, of course, my Coast Guardsman in the gunner seat.
Oh.
In my 11-meter rib. I know what that is. So, nice. Anywho, make sure you share, like, and follow. We're broadcasting live on all 5 platforms on X, formerly known as Twitter, at WTFNationRadio.com, 2 Facebook pages at WTFNationRadio.com, and U.S. Army WTF Moments, and on YouTube at WTF Nation Radio, and, of course, U.S. Army WTF Moments simultaneously live. We can see you all in the chats. So make sure you share, like, and follow, and that's it, man.
Yeah.
So
may the ghosts of Phil Donahue bless you all.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, yeah, go on YouTube and check out this Phil Donahue stuff and look up Satan or satanic shit. You'll be like, damn, this shit played on TV. So, anywho, all right, y'all have a good night. See you.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
A soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army type of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army double the force, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep. A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army WTF, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army WTF, the force, the madness we know. Mud so deep, I'm in memory, no time for sleep. And Murray's treated like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army WTF, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army WTF, the force, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wild things roam. Every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army WTF, the force, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army WTF, the force, every single day.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
The horse, with beauty unsurpassed, strength immeasurable, and grace unlike any other, still remains humble enough to carry a man upon its back. When a service member or first responder takes an oath, he or she has mentally and physically committed themselves with self-sacrifice. From the front lines abroad to the very streets you live on in America, they protect. This oath is non-refundable and it is lifelong. Facing unimaginable dangers and unseen scars, these grounds are a place to recover and face any challenges head-on. As veterans and first responders ourselves, we know that battle all too well. From a simple talk with a friend on horseback to an entire debrief in the barn, this sanctuary has seen recovery take place time and time again. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in a saddle. The way we approach change isn't a new phenomenon. This animal has been with humans over 5,000 years. If you've ever been around a horse for long enough, you'll feel that thing, that electric trust. In that moment, nothing else is in your mind. When they turn into you, it's like the world disappears. We harness that moment to build skills off of. Repurposing requires flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness to challenge assumptions and conventional thinking. This approach can be applied to many areas in life, including business, education, and personal growth. To ride a horse is to fly without wings. This lesson and skills learned at war horses will help reintegrate back into daily life. You'll learn coping mechanisms, improved communication skills, trust and confidence that will help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These tools can be used every day to navigate life and take on many challenges. This may involve practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, improving communication with loved ones. Transitioning back to society is hard on your own. And when you're at war horses, you're family. And families solve problems together.
Я батько. Я молодший брат. Я водій маршрутки. Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера. Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе. Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи.
Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.